Jason Owen here from PlayIt Software, and today we're going to look at the Generate Playlist feature in PlayIt VoiceTrack. So in previous versions of PlayIt VoiceTrack, you would have to manually curate your playlist by dragging tracks from the track list on the right hand side, dragging in voice tracks and dragging on some more songs. This is a fairly time consuming process. Some people like to spend a lot of time building up their show, but some people just want to be given a list of songs and then maybe tweak it here and there. So if I clear out the items in my playlist, I can click on Generate Playlist to do just that. This will present me with a template selection to generate a list of songs and voice tracks, and then I can use that playlist in my project. So when you first launch a PlayIt VoiceTrack, you're given a template of songs for 1 hour. So let's take a quick look at what that looks like. So this will generate you a playlist for exactly 1 hour, and it'll just stick some songs together. Very simple, but you get the idea very quickly what we're trying to achieve. So if I cancel out of this and just generate and see what this looks like, it'll generate me a bunch of songs from the track list, and it will be exactly 1 hour, or as best that PlayIt VoiceTrack can achieve. As you can already see here, I've got Ozzy Osbourne appearing twice in my show, and maybe I don't want that to happen. So I can update my rules and click on Do Not Repeat the Same Artist. Let's put 60 in here, and that'll ensure that the same artist doesn't appear twice. If I click Generate again, you can appreciate that may have taken ever so slightly longer because it's trying to avoid Ozzy Osbourne. But now we have a different list of tracks, and this again is 60 minutes. If I click on Use Playlist, this will then populate the playlist with those songs, and I can then begin dragging in voice tracks, and then obviously go over they are, but I can then start tweaking the show to fit the time of the broadcast. If I start a new project and just start again, and if I click on Generate Playlist again, I'm going to build up a new template this time. So if I click on Create New Template, you'll see we've got a blank template. We'll give this a name. So this is going to be Jason's Show. And if I click on Add Section, we'll get a blank section, which you can give it a name. So we'll call this Opener. And nothing special here. I just want to put in one particular type. If I click on Add Item. So your options here for our items are track types, track groups, specific tracks, or voice tracks. So what I want to do here is I want to start off with a power song. So these are songs that are well known. Everyone knows what they are. Always good to start off a show and end a show usually on those kinds of songs. So if I start off with an opener, and now I'm going to create a new section where now I'm just going to repeat some songs. Actually, in fact, I'm going to do a voice track right after my first power song. So if I click drop down on here and click on voice track, I'll get 1 minute, and it'll add a voice track placeholder into my show for that item. So for the second section, I'll call this fill, and here we'll fill for about 55 minutes or so. And then we'll click on add, and then I'll add a song, followed by a station ID, followed by a song, followed by a voice track. So I'll move my voice track actually up the list so that I can then have a song, a voice track, a station ID following the voice track, and another song, and I'll repeat this for the next 55 minutes. And then finally, we'll have a closer. And here we'll just have another power song to end the show. Now, obviously, this will fill for 55 minutes and give us an opener and a closer, but obviously, depending on the length of the opener and closer, we may not hit the exact length of the show. But as we're recording voice tracks that are of varying length, you're unlikely to hit that exact time anyway, and you can tweak the segues. If I click on Save and click on Generate, this will pick up tracks from my power songs and then repeats the songs and voice tracks in the filler and then end on a power song at the end. And if I click on Use Playlist, it'll generate the items. And as you can see, we've got lots of small items here, which are the jingles or station IDs for the show. As you can see, I can just click on segues. I've got my regular segue editor here for recording my voice tracks. I can hit record and start recording my show. If I don't like what I've got here and I want to generate something else, click on Generate Playlist, generate again. It'll give me a different list and I can click on Use Playlist. And what it will ask me for here is, do I want to replace what I currently have? And click on Replace. Or I can add extra ones to the end if I've got a custom sequence of templates that I might want to append together. So I can hit Replace and I'll get a different set. And you can repeat this over and over for lots of different shows if you want to churn out lots of recorded voice tracked shows. That's everything I've got to show on the Generate Playlist feature in PlayIt VoiceTrack. If you like this video, please make sure you click the like button below and leave your comments in the comments section below. And to keep up to date with the latest goings on at PlayIt Software, please subscribe to us on YouTube and like us on Facebook. I've been Jason Allen from PlayIt Software.